Hi, my name is Stacey Bowen, and I am the lower, middle, and upper school strings and orchestra teacher at Detroit Country Day School. I'd like to invite you to our Informance, and I want to explain what an Informance is. An Informance is a peek into what we're working on in the classroom with students. Since this was delayed a little bit, it's going to be kind of a mixture of Informance and concert performance by the students. I would like to take a moment to introduce you to Mrs. Nyssa Rabinowitz, who is the kindergarten through second grade strings teacher. She is going to lead you through the Informances for all of her classes.
Hello everyone, my name is Nyssa Rabinowitz and I'm the kindergarten first and second grade violin teacher at Detroit Country Day. Thank you so much for tuning into our Informances today. Everyone has worked really hard and I'm so excited to show you the progress that they've made since the beginning of the year and show you everything that they've been learning. We're going to start our Informances with our kindergarten classes. We have 2 kindergarten classes this year. They meet on different days. These students started without having ever picked up a violin and are now playing with all of their fingers and doing a really, really nice job. So we're going to show you that progression. We're going to start with a song called The Rocket Poem. This is a song where we learned about how to make our bow hold and get a really nice balanced bow that we could move around on our instruments. The next song is our Eek song. This is a violin only song. This is one of the first songs we ever learned in class, and it was to help us remember our strings. From there, you're going to see us combine our violin and bow together using open strings, and then we will start adding fingers to the instrument as well. And when we add fingers, it changes the pitch. The more fingers down, the higher the sound becomes. So you'll see us go from just bow, just violin, combined together, and then finally adding all 3 of our fingers on our E string and our A string. I hope you enjoy. So what do we need for a good bow hold? What do we have to do with our hands? Yeah. Where do we put our thumb? No, put our thumb on our clips, right? Pinkies in our pinky houses. Hug our frogs. What do we need space for in our hands?
Jumbo marshmallows.
You got it. Okay, got our jumbo marshmallows ready. Allie, be super careful. I don't want you to kick your violin. All right, here we go. Slow motion first. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Say it with me. Start down here. Allie, start down here.
Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like a great big sun. Up on your head, curve, pinky, and thumb.
Good job. Can we do super fast?
Yes.
Like super, super fast?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Up like a rocket, down like a rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like a great big sun. Up on your head, curve, pinky, and thumb.
So when we're in our rest position, we've got our feet together, right? What part of your violin do you want to see in rest position? What part is that, Ryan? The bridge. You got it. So make sure you can see your bridge. And our bows hang down so we don't hit anybody. And we're going to think about our secret word and do a beautiful bow. Allie, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, watch me. Allie, look up. Beautiful. Over your head. Plug into your ear. 1, 2, 3, jump. Don't forget your feet. Step and step. Hook to your fingerboard. Hook your fingerboard out. Let's say it together. Ready? Go. Look at all the ants, ants, ants. Digging in the dirt, digging underground, ground. Isabel. Alice. Alice. You stay there. I'm going to come down. Bowen the E string, rock up to your A string. Head and never one. Stop sign fingers and slide back. Open E first. Right, go. Do it again. Open E. E string, rock to A string, stop some fingers. Thumb on the silver, pinky on top, hug your frog. Let's do our slow speed first. Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train, round and round like a great big sun, up on our head, curved pinky, bend thumb. Can we do a fast one? Let's try. Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train, round and round like a great big sun, up on your head, curved pinky, bend thumb. So we've got our feet together. What do you want to see when you look at your violin in rest position? What do we want to see? Someone tell me. Lila? What do you want to see on your violin in rest position? What part? Brayden.
The bridge.
The bridge, you're right. Make sure you can see your bridge. Okay, and let's put our feet together. Think of your secret word in our head. And we'll do a beautiful bow. Are you ready? Excellent. Digging underground, ground, ground. Walk to A string. Head on your violin, stop sign fingers, slide back to your keys. Ready? Go. Do it again, open knee. Bow on the E string. Stop sign fingers, heads on your violin. Slide your hand back. Touch your E string, rock your bow to your A string, stop sign fingers and slide back. Great job, kindergartners. Our next group is our beginning violin students. So these are students in first and second grade. We had 2 classes of beginning violin this year, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So you'll see 2 different classes, but they're working on the same skills. This is going to follow a very similar progression from our kindergarten classes. These students had never picked up a violin before this year. So we're going to start with our bow-only song, our rocket poem, move into our violin-only song, our eek song, combine those with open strings, and finally put them together with our fingers. So I'm really proud of the progress that these students are making as well. I hope you enjoy their performance. So let's make our bow holds. Thumb on the silver clip. Pinky in our pinky hole. What do we need space for, you guys?
I got a big marshmallow.
You got a really big marshmallow?
That's a good marshmallow.
I like that marshmallow.
Is this a good marshmallow?
That's a really good marshmallow. No squishy marshmallows, right?
I'm squishing it. See, I'm squishing my marshmallow.
And we're going to do our rocket poem. Are you ready? Here we go. Start down here. Up like a rocket, down like the rain. Back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like a great big sun. Up on your head, her pinky, then thumb. You do super fast. Will you keep your bow hold? Do you promise? Yes. Up like a rocket, down like the wind. Back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like a great big sun. Up on your head, her pinky, then thumb. So when we're in this position, we're going to feet together. What do you need to see in your violin?
The bridge.
Good job. Make sure you can see your bridge. Keep your bows down so you don't hit anybody. Think your secret word, but don't say it. You ready? Hands up. Look to your finger bowl. Look at all the ants, 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 digging in the dirt, 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 digging underground, ground, ground. Start on E string, walk over to your E string.
That was so short.
Stop 10 fingers, slide back. Ready? goes on the A string, right up and up. And check your bow. And take another bow. So make your bow holds first. Thumb on the silver clip, pinky in our house. Hugging our frog. What do we want a space for, you guys? Marshmallow. You got it. Okay. So we're going to do our slow motion rocket poem first. Are you ready? Rocket. Up like a rocket, down like a rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train, round and round like a great big sun, up on your head, curved, pinky, bent, thumb. I love it. Sydney, can you switch your bow head? Can we do a fast one now?
Yes.
You ready? You go super fast?
Yeah.
Super, super?
Oh my God!
Other sides. Rest position. Rest position, though. So when we're in our rest position, let's put our feet together. What do you want to see on the violin in rest position? What part of the violin do we want to see? Remember? The bridge. Good job, Juliana. So check and make sure you can see your bridge. Bow is pointing towards the floor so we don't hit anybody. Nina, put your feet together. And let's take a big bow. Think your secret word, but don't say it. Right? Let's do it together. Watch it. Dory, down here. Oh, wrong side, Dory. Sydney, wrong side. Zip and step. Hook to your fingertip. Ready, go. Dance, dance, dance. Digging underground. Touch your Easter. Touch Easter. Rock to your Easter. Up and over. Stop some fingers. Slide your hand back. Bow on the E string. Stop sign fingers, slide back. Go on the E string, lock the A string, stop sign fingers. Stop sign fingers, bow on the A string. Excellent job, beginning students. This next class is our Violin 2 class. This is first graders who were in kindergarten violin last year. So this is their second year playing the instrument. These students are going to be starting with the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star variations that Dr. Suzuki put together for his teaching method. So there are 6 different variations. The fingers all stay the same on the left hand, so that will be the Twinkle Twinkle that you know. The bow will do something different every time. So we're learning how to use long bows, short bows, rests, different combinations of speeds within our bow arm. And our final one will be Twinkle Theme, which is how we sing the song. That's one that you're going to recognize. These students are also working on their leading skills. So you'll notice that each variation is led by a different student. They are the ones at the front of the class, and then everyone else is practicing following that leader and matching their bows exactly. You're also going to hear Machu Picchu Mountain. This was the last song that the beginning students played. Only for the second year, we're doing it on our D string and A string, starting to get used to that lower part of the instrument. This class is going to end in a duet. So that's when two parts are playing at the same time. We're going to have a duet between Hot Cross Buns, which will use the bow, and Song for Dad, which is pizzicato. This is when we're plucking the strings, similar to how everybody started with Eek Song. So watch for that class to be split into two groups. Each group will play both parts. So you're going to see them switch parts in the middle and do it again. I hope you enjoy. Fantastic jobs, first graders. Our last group in the kindergarten first and second grade classes is our violin 3 class. These are second graders who have been in violin since kindergarten, so they're doing much more advanced stuff. Can't wait for you to see what they're doing. We're going to start with a song called Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and we've been really working on our dynamics this year, our louds and our softs. So see if you can hear that change in the middle of the song. Around Halloween, we learned a new version of Go Tell Aunt Rhody called Spooky Rhody. We were actually moving our fingers to different locations. So in this case, we're moving our 2 and our first finger to new spots on the instrument. It's the same order of notes, the same way of using our bow, but you'll notice that the sound is going to be very different. So we're getting a nice contrast there. After Go Tell Aunt Rhody, they're going to play a song called Oh Come Little Children. This was our very first song that started up bow. So a little bit of a difference in our bow arms, getting a different feel for how that's going to be. After Oh Come Little Children, we're going to play May Song. We are also going to see 2 different ensemble pieces. They're going to start off with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, like what the first grade class just did, but they are going to do a twinkle trio. You're going to notice 3 groups of different bows moving the same way. So they're taking 3 of those variations that you just heard and putting them together into one ensemble. This class is going to end with a duet. This is going to be a duet with May's song, the last song that they play, and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star theme. Those 2 were made to fit together. It's called a partner song, and they're going to demonstrate that for you as well. We're really working on their ensemble skills. Thank you so much for your support this year and for watching these students. I hope you enjoy.
I would like to take a moment to introduce you to the 3rd grade blue players. These 5 students started their study on their instruments in September. Some of the first concepts that the students learned were the parts of the instrument, the pitches of their strings on their instruments, how to create a bow hold, and how to hold their instrument, and later how to put both parts together. So we're going to start our Informance today with pitch matching and string ID of the strings on the violin and the strings on the cello. We will begin with Eek the Ant, followed by the Ant Song.
Four. Look at all the ants, 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 digging in the dirt, 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 digging underground, ground, ground. Four. Ants, 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 digging in the dirt, 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 digging underground, ground, ground, all the way to China, China, China. Okay, stand up. Watch Miss Bowen. There you go. Good job.
Next, we'll work through some bow warm-ups. Dr. Charles Laux is a person that I met through a lot of professional development opportunities, and the kids really enjoyed this bow warm-up video. It is a way for students to learn how to stay flexible with their wrist and their fingers on the bow. And we begin each class with these exercises. We will follow these exercises with the rocket song. And in the rocket song, the students will work on, or have been working on, how to keep the tip straight and to manage the weight of the bow.
All right, we're going to do some bow warm-ups. You're going to need only your bow and not your instrument at this time, so make sure that's in a safe place. We're going to start by going through the checkpoints of a great bow hold, because this is super important as we go through these exercises. First, you're going to make sure that all of your fingers are naturally spaced, curved, and relaxed. We're going to put our fingers and we're going to curve them around the frog, around the stick of the bow. We're going to make sure that our thumb has that bump. Really important that our thumb has that bump at all times when we're holding the bow. Next, our violin and viola, we have to make sure our pinky is on top of the bow. And for our cello and bass friends, we're going to make sure that that thumb or that pinky is around and just draped over the frog. Next, on violin and viola particularly, our hand has a nice tilt towards the tip of the bow. So if you can see, my hand tilts a little bit towards the tip of the bow, and that's going to give us the power we need to get a great sound on our instrument. Are you ready to start? Well, here we go. We're going to get set by making sure that we have good bow hold with all those checkpoints that we just talked about. You ready to do some pinky push-up? Well, let's do it. Here we go. 1. Good. Let's do first finger push-up. One more time, pinky. Back to first finger. Can you take the left hand off and try it? Pinky. A little harder this way. Keep your hand relaxed if you can. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. We're going to go on to our next exercise. All right, now we're going to lift each finger sequentially, but first, check that thumb. Is your thumb bent? Is your thumb bent? Is your thumb bent? Oh, good. All right. We're going to lift each finger sequentially. We're going to do the finger wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now take both your hands and wave. wrists be flexible. Keep your fingers relaxed. Good job. One more time. Good. Now we're going to do some paintbrushes. Side to side. Up and down. Keep that wrist relaxed, side to side. Paintbrush. Up and down. All right, next one. Whoa. We're going to stir the cauldron. Take your bow up, double check that thumb again, and let's stir the pot. Relax everything, keep your fingers relaxed. Stir that pot. Good. I think it's raining. You know what we have to do? We have to put in our windshield wipers when that happens. Double check your bow hold, especially that thumb, and we're going to put those windshield wipers on. Ready? We're going to go back and forth just using our wrist. Here we go. Again, watch that wrist motion. Good. Try to keep this from moving here. Just a wrist. Flip over, check that thumb each time as you do it. Make sure that thumb stays bent and on the tip of the finger. Wonderful job. Good, now we're going to write our name. So use your bow to write your name on the floor. Spell it out. Write your name. Write your last name. Keep that hand relaxed, and most importantly, keep that bumpy thumb.
The next concept the students learned was rhythm. And the first rhythm we started off with was pepperoni pizza. And in order for the students to learn how to play this on their instruments, we started out with open strings. And then we learned two pre-twinkle songs. The first one is the flower song, which teaches string crossing. And the second song is the monkey song, which teaches many of the fingerings in the twinkle variations in theme. Now things are getting exciting. We started learning the twinkle variations and theme. And since we have 5 students in this class, each student was assigned a twinkle variation to play as a solo. Our next selection is Lightly Row. And this song is a little bit more complex than the Twinkle Variations in Theme were because the notes skip around a little bit. The students had a good time learning this piece. We learned it line by line, and each line had a color, and if the lines were the same, the colors were the same. It made it very easy for them. So now they will perform for you Lightly Row.
Get ready.
Our next song is entitled Willow Waltz. This is another series of books that I found at a professional development opportunity. It is something out of the UK, and it has various beginner level pieces that students can play with backing tracks. I like to use these because then students can concentrate more on their bowing and where they're placing their fingers than worrying about everything all at one time. I'd like to welcome you to the third grade Gold Players Informance. The idea of an Informance is that you get a personal peek into what we're doing in the classroom. These students have played, some of them for 3 years already. So the first part of the year, we spent time reviewing the Twinkle Variations and Theme as warm-ups. They've began learning the D major scale, and at the beginning of the year we started with bow warm-ups. So we're going to show you some of the bow warm-ups that we do every day in class. This is actually a 10-minute process, but we divided it in half for the Informance.
All right, we're going to do some bow warm-ups. You're going to need only your bow and not your instrument at this time, so make sure that's in a safe place. We're going to start by going through the checkpoints of a great bow hold because this is super important as we go through these exercises. First, you're going to make sure that all of your fingers are naturally spaced, curved, and relaxed. We're going to put our fingers and we're going to curve them around the frog and around the stick of the bow. We're going to make sure that our thumb has that bump. Really important that our thumb has that bump at all times when we're holding the bow. Next, our violin and viola, we have to make sure our pinky is on top of the bow. And for our cello and bass friends, we're going to make sure that that thumb or that pinky is around and just draped over the frog. Next, on violin and viola particularly, our hand has a nice tilt towards the tip of the bow. So if you can see, my hand tilts a little bit towards the tip of the bow, and that's going to give us the power we need to get a great sound on our instrument. Are you ready to start? Well, here we go. We're going to get set by making sure that we have good bow hold with all those checkpoints that we just talked about. You ready to do some pinky push-ups? Well, let's do it. Here we go. 1. Good. Let's do first finger push-up. One more time, pinky. Back to first finger. You take the left hand off and try it. Pinky. A little harder this way. Keep your hand relaxed if you can. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. We're going to go on to our next exercise. All right, now we're going to lift each finger sequentially, but first, check that thumb. Is your thumb bent? Is your thumb bent? Is your thumb bent? Oh, good. All right. We're going to lift each finger sequentially. We're going to do the finger wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now take both your hands and wave. Let your wrists be flexible. Keep your fingers relaxed. Good job. One more time. Good. Now we're going to do some paintbrushes. Side to side. Up and down. Keep that wrist relaxed. Side to side. Paintbrush. Up and down. All right. Next one. Whoa. We're going to stir the cauldron. Take your bow up, double check that thumb again, and let's stir the pot. Relax everything, keep your fingers relaxed. Stir that pot. Good. I think it's raining. You know what we have to do? We have to put in our windshield wipers when that happens. Double check your bow hold, especially that thumb, and we're going to put those windshield wipers on. Ready? We're going to go back and forth just using our wrist. Here we go. Again, watch that wrist motion. Good. Keep this from moving here. Just a wrist. Flip over, check that thumb each time as you do it. Make sure that thumb stays bent and on the tip of the finger. Wonderful job. Good, now we're going to write our name. So use your bow to write your name on the floor. Spell it out. Write your name. Write your last name. Keep that hand relaxed, and most importantly, keep that bumpy thumb.
As I mentioned, the twinkle variations in theme are our warm-ups every day in class. So in class, we discuss the idea of students playing a variation as a solo instead of playing all of the variations as a group. In this class, there are 4 students, so each student was assigned one variation as a solo, and you will hear them all perform the twinkle theme together as a group. The next two pieces you will hear are Lightly Row and Go Tell Aunt Rhody, or as the students affectionately call Go Tell Aunt Rhody, The Old Gray Goose is Dead, which is actually some of the lyrics from the song. We spent some time in class listening to a couple different examples of Go Tell Aunt Rhody being sung and played, and it was a fun time. So the students are going to perform for you two Suzuki pieces, Lightly Row and Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Our last two selections are from the Vamouche books, which it's a method of violin playing and string playing out of the UK. And it comes with backing tracks. So one class time I played a couple pieces for the kids, and they're like, oh, Miss Bowen, we want to learn this and we want to learn that. So these are two pieces chosen by the students. The first one is Under the Coconut Tree, and the second one is Morning Sunshine. I like to use these pieces to focus on their finger placement on the strings and for the students to focus on how their bows are moving on the string. I'd like to thank everyone for listening today. This was a lot of work by our students, and I am inspired by them every day. They come to class very enthusiastic and have ideas of their own, which you will hear incorporated into the spring concert in May. You will receive more information about that soon, and I hope you enjoy the students playing.